Welcome to the Class of 2020 Virtual High School Graduation Commemoration. I'm Carol Campa, the proud principal of Kennedy High School. This is our tribute to our seniors. During this video, you'll hear from A.J. Martin, our student government president, Allie Starks, our student-selected speaker, Brian LeGrand, our teacher-selected speaker. You'll also hear from our musical selection trio of Ingrid Anderson, Jordan Thompson, and David Vences. Finally, you'll hear from Superintendent Les Fujitaki.
Hello, Class of 2020. I am A.J. Martin, Student Government President, and I'm here to tell you all that we made it. Thank you all to those who have made these last 4 years the best ever. First, I want to talk about the diversity among this school. Kennedy is one of the most diverse schools that I can think of. The diversity in this school makes this school so amazing and is one of the best learning environments ever. With Kennedy being a very diverse school, with students speaking a wide range of different languages and teaching everyone about their different cultures that they grew up in, it lets us take a small look into what the real world has in store for us. Next, I want to thank all of the Kennedy faculty. If it wasn't for you, we wouldn't be as successful as we are today. With that said, thank you teachers for all that you do, and thank you staff for keeping this school a safe learning environment. Class of 2020, we have a bright future. These last 4 years, we have tried our best to get through high school. With all the 3 a.m. nights studying, lots of coffee in the morning, and even trying not to fall asleep in class, it all paid off as we are all sitting here giving ourselves a pat on the back. For those going to a 4-year college, a community college, entering the service, or going right into the workforce, you all have a very bright future, and Class of 2020, we made it. While you continue your life in the future, always remember that Kennedy is where home is. And please, be kind, be safe, and be Eagle strong. Congratulations, Class of 2020.
Our whole lives, the Class of 2020 has been told we are the class with a vision. Well, graduates, I don't think we saw this one coming. We've watched our siblings, friends, the strangers we've passed in the hall walk the stage and get their diplomas handed to them. Some of us have even participated in this celebration before, but this year, everything is just a little different. Though we may be known as that class in the future, today and throughout the rest of our lives, I'd like us to remember ourselves as part of the Class of 2020, the class of hope. So, congratulations. We're part of what's going to become one of the most passionate, the most driven and eager, most sympathetic class to ever enter this world. Hope. It seems like a cliche thrown around when no one really knows what to expect. Man, I hope I did well on that quiz, when you know all too well you didn't study. I hope the weather is nice out, when April showers were really April blizzards, so you really don't know what to believe anymore. I hope today is a good day, when it seems cliche, too good to be true. In reality, though, hope is something much more tangible. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. once said, "But I know somehow that only when it is dark enough can you see the stars." I think we can all agree that the world is in a dark place right now, but we are the stars. We are the hope that this world needs. Some of us may be the first to graduate high school as in our family. Some of us may have been taking care of our siblings while balancing online schoolwork. Some of us may be counting down the days until we move into our dorms. I know I am. But that's hope. You are hope. We are hope. In family, in relationships, in new beginnings, hope in the future. Starting with that early release on March 13th, 2020, we began to write our own unprecedented story, one where we choose the ending. The world is full of unrest and uncertainty, but one thing is for sure, we are going to be leading the way. We will be beacons of hope that others gravitate towards, that the world gravitates towards. It's not, where will the world take our class next? Rather, I can't wait to see where this class takes the world. Whether that be through college, through school, through the military, or straight into the workforce, we are going to take the world by storm. We are going to be the hope that everyone needs. Congratulations, Class of 2020. Go be the stars you were destined to be.
Hi, everybody. I realize I must look really strange on camera. Since I'm 7 feet tall, this is what I usually look like to people. I mean, except Henry. And Mr. Vu, he doesn't even know that I'm bald. Before I begin, I feel compelled to acknowledge that many of you have experienced real hardship these past few months, and it isn't lost on me. I wish to honor that. I wish to emphasize that every one of you and your struggles is important. Important to me, important to Kennedy, important to Bloomington, important to Minnesota, important to our country. Every one of you. I also want to take a moment to express enduring gratitude toward Principal Carol Campa. A number of years ago, when she was assistant principal, part of her role was overseeing the Beacon program. During the 6 years I taught English at Beacon, I learned more from Carol about teaching, about students, and about compassion than anyone in my professional life. Many of my best qualities as a teacher I gained by working with her. As far as my bad qualities as a teacher, I'll take the blame for those myself. So without further ado, here's the first ever, and my goodness, I hope it's the last ever, video edition of John F. Kennedy High School's Teacher Commencement Address. Ready? Here we go. I was driving home, listening to K-Fan on the radio. Dan Barrero, in what is a Minnesota tradition, was complaining about the moves the Vikings were making in free agency. I was only partly paying attention to what he was fussing about. Mostly, I was trying to ignore just how slowly other drivers were crawling along in the right-hand lane on the highway where I was stuck, waiting to exit. The off-ramp I take is lengthy. It rises and rounds a bend before it settles at a stoplight, and that's why it took me a moment to see him. I came to a halt at the red, and there on the corner, directly through my window, cardboard and Sharpie sign in hand, stood, begged, a former student of mine. All of us know what it's like to be that first car at the stoplight where someone is asking for money. Often we feel awkward, often we don't know what to do, often we want to help, often we just stare forward until the light turns green. But I couldn't do that. Not this time. Because my former student, who I'll call Justin, was right there. The hum as I pressed the button to lower the glass helped my mind transition from football to remembrances of what this young man was like in my classroom just a handful of years before. Justin recognized me immediately. I spoke first. Things must be going pretty rough, is what I managed. I was grasping for anything to say that wouldn't sound like I was disappointed in him. Yeah, pretty bad, Mr. LeGrand, is what Justin replied. You should swing by school sometime. Head up to Beacon. Say hi to Shar. Talk to Jeff. I wanted to sound hopeful. I wanted Justin to believe the Kennedy community hadn't forgotten him. I wanted to get this young man back under our roof so we could help him, usher him towards any services that might be available to someone in his position. And for once, I wanted the light to stay red longer so I could find the right words to say. I needed him to believe he was not a stranger. Just before the light changed, he smiled a genuine smile and proclaimed, "Yeah, okay, I'll stop by school." But he didn't. The last image I have of Justin is his silhouette getting smaller and smaller in my rearview mirror. But that shouldn't have been the last time I saw him. He should be here with us in this Kennedy community. He should be here, and we should be helping him. Not because he hasn't made mistakes, I'm certain he has, but rather because all of us make mistakes. We should be helping him, not because someone tells us that's what we're supposed to do. We are told that all the time, like right now, but rather because all of us, every one of us, feels deep inside, knows deep inside, that we are all part of one community. There's a passage in the Quran which speaks of what community means. It reads, "Show kindness to the neighbor that is a kinsman, and the neighbor that is a stranger." It reminds me of that old saying, "Don't be a stranger." We say those words when we part ways with a friend, someone we hope to see again soon. But what the passage from the Quran is saying is that no one is a stranger. We are all neighbors, and that we must extend our kindness to everyone. We need to believe that. We need to live like that. And my former student, standing on the side of the road, needs to know that. Readers of the Bible will know this passage from Matthew. I was hungry, and you gave me something to eat. I was thirsty, and you gave me something to drink. I was a stranger, and you invited me in. So here's my question. Why are we not always this way? Why do we ever hesitate to help? The Torah reminds us, open your hand to the poor and needy neighbor in your land. I would argue that to give, to share, to help is in us. Little children are quick to lend their crayons to others in nursery school. We're born with this compassion. We are born with a desire to give. There was a study performed at the University of Chicago using rats. There was a little room. In this little room was a delicious chocolate treat. Understandably, when a rat was put in the room, it devoured the tasty snack. But there was also a cage within the room. When the rats first entered the room, the cage was empty. Nothing to see here except chocolate. But then researchers added a twist. The next time the rat was brought into the room, there was still chocolate, but there was also another rat caged up inside. Now, this other rat was not a family member or a friend. It was a stranger. Our first rat, the chocolate lover, would ignore the chocolate when put into the room with the caged rat. It would instead free the trapped rat before doing anything else. Then, after it had freed the rat that was a stranger, it would share the chocolate with that formerly imprisoned rat. The study was performed again and again with many rats. The results were the same every time. Even a rat, a creature described by us humans as being vicious and filthy, a creature whose name we have deemed to mean traitor, even the rat knows the stranger is a neighbor. Even the rat knows we are all one community. We are living in a time when people who proclaim themselves our leaders cast the stranger as the enemy, speak of others right here, right now, as somehow not being part of our community, and refuse to help the stranger, refuse to acknowledge they are part of our community. This is a time that is a test for all of us on what it means to have compassion, to give, to do so unquestioningly, to do so for everyone, even those who might at first glance not look like us, who might seem, for whatever reason, to be a stranger. We must remember what the Bible asks of us, what the Torah commands of us, what the Quran explains to us. We must be reminded by what the rat, yes, even the rat, does. We must remember how we were as children, how we were born compassionate, how we are born as one human community. We must remember that we are all, always, in the car, at the stoplight. The person who needs us is right there, through that window. Someone in need may very well be within arm's length of you right now. So I ask you, lower the window. Give them a smile that shows your compassion. Tell them you are their community. Tell them they are not a stranger. They are your neighbor. And as you, the class of 2020, head out into the world, bring that message of compassion, of community with you.
I'm Carol Campa, the principal of Kennedy High School. I want to begin by thanking our parents and families for giving the Kennedy staff the honor of teaching and guiding your students and watching them grow into strong and accomplished young adults. Seniors, I am very proud of you. For most of you, Kennedy High School has been your second home for the past 4 years. I remember watching you enter Kennedy High School and seeing those bewildered 14-year-olds trying to navigate the high school experience. And now, in 4 short years, you are confident, intelligent, empowered. You are Eagle Strong. However, one final challenge awaits you. How will you respond to this pandemic that canceled the last 11 weeks of your high school career? You could let this experience paralyze you, become frozen in time, unable to move forward with your career and college goals. Or You could choose to be a survivor. Choose resilience. Use this experience to motivate you and challenge you to change the world. Be the next scientist, the next immunologist, the next inventor, paramedic, truck driver, nurse, doctor, the next teacher. Survivors are able to take misfortunes and turn them into a force of strength. They're able to learn from the experience and forge on more confidently to do the next right thing. I know that not having closure to your senior year was unfair and unjust, and if I could change that for you, I would. But since I can't change your current reality, you have a choice between becoming immobilized by the loss of those senior milestones or finding strength and passion through your experience and become the person that you are destined to be. Yes, you will still feel grief of this experience, but ultimately it will become the power that forces you to be the difference. If we have learned anything through this experience, it has been that community matters, connection matters, serving others matters. Being part of the Eagle community has prepared you well to serve others, to understand that all voices matter, and to know that hard work is essential and required of an Eagle. Kennedy High School will always be your home, and although your career and college plans may take you miles away, know that you will always be an important part of the Kennedy story. You are strong. You are kind. Be safe. Go Eagles.
Good evening, students. Congratulations. You have successfully completed one of the most important chapters in your young lives. You have traveled your pathway to graduation. This journey has taken you years, so please savor this once-in-a-lifetime moment by reflecting on all the people that have helped you throughout your school career. Your teachers, administrators, staff members, and volunteers who worked hard to help you learn and grow. Your parents, friends, and family members who are always there with you through the good times and tough ones to help, support, and encourage you, all because they believe in you and they truly care for you. Parents, on behalf of your school board and school community, thank you for believing in us and entrusting us with the education of your children. It has been an honor and pleasure to partner with you in producing these outstanding young adults. Congratulations on a job well done. Students, I can safely speak for our entire school community. We're so proud of all your accomplishments and achievements and the great choices that you made throughout your school career that brought you safely here tonight. We cannot wait to see the great things you accomplish. Please know that our thoughts and best wishes are with you as you continue your journey through life. Tomorrow, you'll begin to explore life after high school. Always remember that real happiness will only come to you if you value and appreciate what's important in life, and that is family and friends. So no matter where life takes you in this world, no matter how busy you get, always remember to stay connected with home. Best wishes for health and happiness. Congratulations to you, the class of 2020.
Ahmed Abdi, Hirsi Abdi, Nemo Abdi, Asma Abdi Rahman, Yahya Abdi Wahab, Sharmarka Abdullahi, Ayub Abu Bakr, Alexander Acosta, Khalil Adams, Brendan Adams, Lazaria Adams, Devin Adams, Joy Adenane, John Augusto Jimenez, Afua Agiwa, Faisal Ahmed, Muhyiddin Ahmed, Alexander Ahnes, Jorge Alamillo Franco, Mackay Alexander, Kiri Alfaro, Anas Ali, Samira Ali, Najib Ali, Abdullahi Ali, Mustafa Ali, Muhammad El Sayed, Carlos Alvarado, Dulce Alvarado, Kimberly Alviar Perez, Cullen Anaker, Kaylee Anderson, Gabriella Anderson, Ingrid Anderson, Ariel Ann Arambulo, Lindsay Arendt, Angie Ariza Blas, Jasmine Ariza Rubio, Guadalupe Arenchu Saavedra, Michelle Ariza Trejo, Condoleezza Asomane, Tenze Asres, Brian Bahena Loaiza, Dorothy Baker, Pablo Balbuena Penafort, Garrett Barland, Nathan Becker, Faiza Bilal, Scott Bellafuel, Annabelle Benitez, Dariana Benton, Adam Bergstrom, Joan May Bisana, Jovita Blima, Samuel Bjerkset, Corey Boehner, Justin Brandt, Leonardo Bravo Villegas, Gabriel Brouillard, Aria Brown, Isabel Brown, Catherine Bullard, Hannah Butala, Jeremiah Butler, Kirsten Nicole Kalika, Leslie Camacho Castilla, Katerina Campbell, Dorian Card, Robert Card, Olivia Carr, Elmer Castro Torres, Matthew Castro, Jean Chan, Maya Chesky, Javian Chang, Ashley Chicas, Robert Coleman, Lysander Colindres, Yadriana Colombe Gonzalez, Brian Contreras Sanchez, James Converse, Maggie Costello, Kira Cox, Lenin Cruz Rojas, Fidel Cruz Sanchez, Gavin Kubik, Helena de Blaca, Jace Daly, Karen de la Rosa Rodriguez, Sumayo de Blaue, Guinevere Deneen, Han Doe, Bellamy Dehaney, Carla Dolores Perez, Brandon Dominguez Corona, Leandro Dominguez Cortez, Henry Duncavage, Wyatt Dutman, Cassandra Drevlo, Jaslyn Dubé, Lucas Duffy, Eric Dums, Joseph Duran Mejia, Derek Eager, Joshua Eby, Madison Eby, Gishu Alemo, Alana Epps, Jerry Erlinson, Henry Espinoza Perez, Lacey Estes, Dek Farah, Caitlin Farrell, Sia Fengai, Janatul Verdos, Gustavo Fernandez, Isabella Fierro, Nicholas Fisher, Madison Fleming, Victor Flores Artola, Zachariah Fogelstrom, Zachary Forrester, Caitlin Fries Jones, Obada Freta, Lila French, Janine Fuentes, Fernando Fuentes, Owen Fools, Elvin Galarza Lopez, Morgan Galouche, Guadalupe Garcia Gregorio, Michelle Gervasio Alvarado, Derek Gichaba, Caden Glendenning, Karen Gomez Guzman, Guillermo Gonzalez Shelton, Clay Good, Bentley Gore Shield, Azucena Grande Flores, Elijah Greeno, Diallo Greer, Jessica Graymont, Benjamin Grizel, Grace Guinea, Brian Guevara Pereira, Yuri Gutierrez Espinosa, Alex Hames, Grace Hames, Mahmoud Hassan, Nicholas Haug, Khalid Haibi, Cameron Heege, Catherine Helzen, Craig Herman, Zaida Hernandez Cardosa, Stefania Hernandez Hernandez, Hilda Hernandez Olivar, Bryant Hernandez Solorzano, Eric Higgins, Kendrick Hill Hester, Jamie Hines, Henry Ho, Terrion Hughes, Matthias Hunter, Syed Hussein, Jacob Husting, Sarah Urki, Ashley Islam, Idil Jama, Khalid Jama, Muhammad Jama, Mason Jaramillo, Joseph Jeans, Madison Jones, Siobhan Jones, Andrew Jurchison, Joshua Cardell, Ava Katz, Raiden Keefe, Abigail Kaiser, Batavia Kincaid, Tyvon Klinger, Muhammad Kamara, Robin Koski, Leah Kotwitz, James Krapivka, Jacob Kruger, Christian Kuntz, Sonoma Lejnes Wood, John Lane, Michael Languren Gutierrez, Jocelyn Lara Ruiz, Aaron Larson, Mai Tam Lee, Tien An Lee, Tron Lewin, Taylor Lewis, Kevin Limsawan, Giovanni Lone, Pilar Lopez Barrera, Jorge Lopez Cuevas, Caterine Lopez Mendoza, Nancy Lopez Vergara, Hao Seng Lor, Kai Lorick, Precious Lovelace, Dawson Lowe, Hugh Liu, Jonah Luce, Joanne Liu, Kiefer Lee, Mariah Macon, Trayton Madison, Abdirahman Muhammad, Alvin Mukumbi, Mercedes Manchuan, Rick Mangu, Genesis Maravilla Fernandez, Lindsay Marks, Lizbeth Marquina Benitez, Alexander Martin, Kimberly Martinez, Jennifer Martinez Badillo, Jonathan Martinez Felix, Leslie Martinez Gallardo, Anthony Martinez Mendoza, Amara Martinez Pacheco, Dulce Martinez Perez, Yulissa Martinez Sandria, Joseph Matan, Brandon Medina Alvarado, Lauren Melgar Gomez, Ruben Mendoza, Luis Mendoza Martinez, Dennis Mensa, Abigail Meyer, Quincy Miller, Jaden Moan Bader, Kieran Mobley, Aisha Muhammad, Ishtar Muhammad, Yahya Muhammad, Yusra Muhammad, Alexander Molina Science, Avante Monroe, Janet Montejo, Ivan Morales Gavilan, Arden Mas Magana, Nemo Muhammad, Amberlyn Myrie, Muhammad Nagar, Anila Nagle, Mula Nambwaya, Ethan Nelson, Ephraim Wynn, Kathleen Wynn, Dustin Wynn, Abby Noard, Peter Nanta Sawadsri, Caitlin Osell, Megan Osell, Nesradine Alad, Christopher Olanda Dominguez, Jason Olea Lezama, David Oliva Lavelle, Johan Olivares, Cora Oltman, Edna Omar, Claudio Ortega Escobar, Brian Ortiz Cortez, Carlos Ortiz Ortiz, Vivian Osano, Janaea Owens, Dixon Owusu, Gideon Oyenakan, Catherine Pacheco Mahia, Maximilian Pachowski, Calvin Parr, Cheyenne Patterson, Elizabeth Pemberton, Jenna Pepka, Nicole Perez, Francisco Perez Bueno, Annette Perez Martinez, Emma Peterson, Teresa Pham, Kwok Pham, Tenapan Futanane, Tinlay Funsak, Jason Pearson, Carla Pliego Java, Karen Papolka Flores, David Papolka Sanchez, Dennis Portillo, Kashmir Powell, Leo Price, Ana Quecholeno, Jonathan Ramos, Jose Ramos Martinez, Abdullah Ramzi, Donovan Ranzow, William Renicius, Benjamin Reamer, Pablo Reyes Acosta, Maxwell Rhodes, Kyla Richard, Faith Rios Poppenhagen, Hugo Rodriguez Garcia, Santiago Rodriguez Ocampo, Rolando Rodriguez Sanchez, Matthew Rorick, Angie Rosas Mondragon, Maria Rosas Rios, Janet Rosas Sanchez, Alana Rose, Jason Rower, Cordelia Roosh, Jailene Ruiz, Annabelle Russell Pribnow, Sierra Salato, Talia Salinas, Cynthia Sam, Anthony Sanchez, Dylan Sanchez, Alex Sanchez, Danielle Sanchez Cortez, Michaela Sanchez Caraceda, Alexander Sanchez Saldana, Brandon Sanders, Alejandro Sandoval San Martin, Jalisa Sang, Felipe Santana Valencia, Jennifer Santana Navarro, Saira Saravia, Brandon Schmidt, Darius Schoenburn, Jace Schroeder, Jack Scott, Diana Segovia, Alexis Shaw, Fatima Shakuri, Estrella Simmons, Theo Simmons, Phoebe Sinner, Angela Siv, Heather Skalski, Connor Smazel, Thaddeus Smith, Giovanna Sol Lopez, Alexander Spence, Jonathan Starfeld, Allie Starks, Lionel Stevens, Linda Stevens, Isaiah Suba, Rueda Sufi, Das Sufa Sofan, Devin Sionisa, Benjamin Tarango, Dania Taborn, Mekki Taylor, Valiant Taylor, Stefania Turkowski, Naomi Tedros, Jada Thamavangsa, Savannah Thavangson, Christian Thompson, Jessica Thompson, Jordan Thompson, Taylor Thunstrom, Jack Tiemann, Cindy Tirado Gomez, Jorge Torres Casillas, Eddie Torres Mergado, Kevin Tran, Thomas Trenery, Richmond 2, Sierra Turner, Jaden Tuttle, Hia Upshur, Michael Tyler, Hector Valdez, Midori Van Alstine, Daniel Vasquez, Silverio Vasquez Romero, Brittany Vega, Mark Velesaca, Luz Vidal Martinez, Isabel Villalobos Alvarado, Salvador Villanueva Alatoma, Peter Vodavnik, Benjamin Vogel, Emma Voigt, Torian Walker McConnell, Galdoon Warsame, Khalees Wilkes, Darrell Williams, Rihanna Williams, Joshua Woods, Jacob Waika, Jasmine Yakabulke, Albert Yaka, Maaza Yosef, Catherine Young, Yanmei Yuan, Mei Yureko, Jeffrey Zhao, Allison Ziebel, Jillian Ziebel, Dino Zumba.
I hope this video demonstrates to you the amazing accomplishments, pride, and character of the class of 2020. As your principal, I could not be more proud of you. It has been my honor to lead and serve this community. So for one last time, go Eagles!